There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like it can't shout. I'm getting even 4-2-3, I'm like a calm cow. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spy. They feel the presence of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright lights. I'm moving like a hitman. Cause I go in and get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. Yeah, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I'm moving like a hitman. You know I get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. I go in and get the job done. They don't want none.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
We got all eyes on you. No more bluffing. The truth is coming through. You got nothing. The streets on fire, but we've gone higher. And we won't tire. And you're falling. Rise up, take your place. Be somewhere, rise up, show your face. Touch the sun, stand up, state your case. Speak as word, rise up, human race. Everyone.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
Rise up, take your place. Be somewhere, rise up, show your face. Touch the sun, stand up, state your case. Speak as word, rise up, human race. Everyone.
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
It's time. Thunder, our Irish. This bout. So much hype surround. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Both men step back for just a moment. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punching from both these fighters. He missed with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Perfect counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little switch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That counter shot lands. Good counter left hand there. Nice counter. That's a scoring left hand. Either man really defending themselves. Solid punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Look at him, he's absolutely knackered, man. He's knackered. He's right, don't let that contact. He's going to be stressing about his left hand now. He's right.
And there's the bell for round two. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. You know these smaller fighters have those fast hands and good footwork, but what else?
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight divisions, they'll stand there. They don't need to move in. They need a phone box.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men. He fails to score with that left hook. He blocks the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you've got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
On to the third. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
That one will count. He threw the hook, didn't land. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Left punch. He misses with that jab. Neither man really defending themselves. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
On to the fourth we go. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Just missed with that hook. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Neither man really defending themselves. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
When you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered, what gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Got out of the way of that right hook. They better start respecting each other's punching power. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Look absolutely exhausted. What are you going to tell him in the corner?
And there's the bell for round 5. got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Both men step back for just a moment. Why aren't they defending? You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, you've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. And beautiful. That's it. Start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit.
There's the bell to start round 6. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you? Both men step back for just a moment. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Lucky that hook didn't score. Missed him with that uppercut. You'd like to see more jabs. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like it. Round 7, here we go. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you're thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. bravery being shown here is just incredible. Trying to answer that. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. He just misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
There's the bell to start round 8. He's going to keep his elbows tucked into the chest so he can avoid the pain of those body shots, but come on, that leaves more opportunities for headshots. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. He misses with that jab. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this. And we enter the night. And he misses with that jab. Someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart, even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice exchange here from both men. That punch landed. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here. It's round 10. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed. Tried to score with a jab. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Hard, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Back and forth they go. Jab does not score. Nice exchange here from both men. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this.
Let's start 11. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Both of these men showing exceptional chin, by the way. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Right punch. Oh, what a punch! And he just missed with that left jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. was almost a 10. Who thought we would have made it to 12? We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Can't find a home in that jab. Jab misses. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast counter, fast fighter that can throw 3 full-shot combinations before you've even let one out. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Neither man really defending themselves. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.